Yo, yo. What's good, fellas? Let's see who's in the chat right now. Yo, we got Millionaire Vibes. What's going on? Devin Taylor. Sultan. Connor Baker is here. Caleb Combs. What's going on, fellas? This is all you guys. See Drew out here. What's going on, Drew? All right, man. Let's get this thing going, man. Hope you guys are having a great week so far. It's a bit of a short week for me, man. I've got a few more days. Weekend again. I can't wait, man. Hope you guys can hear me and everything, man. Deep dive this foul, man. That's what we're gonna do. Then tomorrow we'll definitely get into the week 13 games, man. Yeah, I got a cut on last Saturday or something like that, man. I don't know, man. I try to keep it a little clean, man. Can't be out here looking like a bum. And you know the kids, man, they'll tell you about yourself, bro. They'll tell you, hey, bro, looking like a bum. Royal beard. Yeah. Hey, castor oil, man. Soap, castor oil, bro. Castor oil, little lemon juice in there, man. I'm telling you, man, it works, bro. Man, make sure to tell you guys in the chat, man. Go ahead, get this thing underway. Real quick. Following everything. All right. Controller. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and deep dive this file, guys. Let me. Should be good. All right. If the controller dies, I'll just have to reach down and get another one or whatever, man. Because these controllers, they don't last that long. Big salute to all you guys, man. Coming through. I appreciate you guys, as always, man. For supporting the channel and everything, man. And look, guys who know me, man, they know I wear it all on my sleeve, man. Emotions and all. So, before I even get into this, man, again, I just want to say I appreciate those of you who are trying your best to support. I know guys have multiple leagues and stuff that they're doing, but I got to run my own league too, man. I'm very passionate about simulation football. You know me, man. If you just get to know me, you'll figure it out. But I'm not just up here just doing this, just doing this just to do it and not wanting to see rewards from it. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna be hard. I say things, man. I just say what's on the top of my mind, and sometimes it may seem like no filter, but it's just the honest to God truth. It's never personal. You guys know, man. I'm just trying to run a league and make it, the very best I could possibly make it, man. You know what I mean? I know some of you guys are coming from a really great league that I was a part of, and I'm pretty sure that'll return sooner or later. But I lost just what you guys lost, man. I'm just being honest. You know what I mean? So I love this. I absolutely love this, man. I'm just gonna go ahead and say this, man. Big salute to Smitty. There's nothing against Smitty at all, man. We just had to go our separate ways for so many years. We were a partner team, for a long time. He introduced me to this, and I've been absolutely hooked ever since. So I'm just trying to do what I got to do, man. Y'all know it. So big salute to all you guys who are supporting and everything, man, taking this seriously, because I'm definitely taking it seriously, man. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this, man. Where is this file at, man? Let's go here. We got to go to the live screen. Okay, been a minute since I did the podcast. Okay. Ooh, look at this. Disconnected. See, look, due to inactivity. Let's go ahead and jump on this, man. Go ahead, jump in. Okay, we're gonna get into this foul, guys. You guys are gonna get to see everything, man. I get a chance to advance this year. So we're already in week 12. Ebert took that L 28-10. Sheesh. Yeah, thank you, Sultan. Thank you, Drew. Thank you, all you guys putting the 100s up, man. I'm just passionate, bro. I'm very passionate. You guys know even when I was over in the RFL, bro, I was on guys like, yo, be active, man. Do what you got to do. You guys know I was always active. So I'm just kind of like, if you're going to be a part of something, just be active. That's just how I am, man. So nothing personal. So, all right, man. Let's go ahead and jump into this thing here. Let's advance. Let's go ahead and advance this thing. I think everything is pretty much good. Maybe we should look at the outcomes first. Let's just look at the real quick. I'm not going to go through all the stats of the outcomes. We can just see what happened. You guys watch the games as well. So let's go to schedule. And we are going to go league schedule, and we'll just look at the outcomes. Okay, so in week 12, we had the Brooklyn Black Knights, man. They got it done against the London Monarchs, 26-9. Then we had the Memphis Blues, they won against the San Juan Wizards 34-17. We had the Orlando Orbits beating the Steamers here. Oh, they lost to the Steamers, I'm sorry, 30-23. We had the looks like the Canton Aviators. They won to the Thunderbirds here, 28-10. We had the Mounties, who have been on a tear, winning 27-3 over Vancouver. We had the Oklahoma City Desperados win 40-38. We had the Honolulu Riverhawks win 54-13. That was impressive, beating the Snowhawks. Snowhawks just went down, man, downhill. So unfortunate for them, man. We had we didn't get to see this game. Mexico City beat the Dragons. Coach actually lost the video file for this, which is okay. It happens. I've had that happen to me before. But they lost to the Armadillos 30-23. We had the Albuquerque Golden Eagles get a win 34-32. We had the Lumberjacks win 52-35 over the Anchorage Elks. That was a high-scoring game. I couldn't believe that, man. I was looking up like, are they going to keep scoring? Madness here. The Louisville Pioneers absolutely handled the Melbourne Tigers, man, 41-7. That was crazy too. I was gone over the weekend, so I don't know how you guys reacted. I got to give G bars as well to you guys who were at the games and everything. I didn't forget about you, so I'll get those to you. Maybe I'll get those to you tonight after the G2CAST is over. This was crazy. Oakland 47-20. As I look down and see David Sims, Nakai Davenport in the chat right now. I know. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting this is not his back. He's on the Bulls. Never mind. I wasn't gonna say what I'm gonna say. It was actually this is Nakai Davenport. Yeah, I'm sorry. So Nakai, this is your player, right? Or are you Samaj? I'm confused, man, because Samaj Sims. I'm confused now. I'm really confused. All right, never mind. So we got Samaj Sims on the Bulls. Your name is David Sims, but you're Nakai Davenport on the Bisons. That's correct. I think that's why I keep getting confused, man. Anyway, Oakland 47-20 over Omaha here. Nakai Davenport obviously disgruntled, and then we have the Rio de Janeiro Nighthawks. Boy, that boy Leo, man, Leo, boy, sheesh, getting it done, man. True leader. What are you like? 8-3, 9-3. We're gonna see in just a moment. So we got 31-24 over the Redwoods. We had the San Antonio Antlers just edging it out, 31-30. And then we had, I see, you're David. Okay, I see. Yeah, that's why I keep getting confused, because I saw David Sims. I was thinking that was like Samaj Sims, but you're not the same person. All good. And then we had the Paris Caps getting it done over the Brooklyn Bulls here, 38-33, man. So those are the scores from week 12. We already saw those games, so there's no need to go all deep dive into those games, because we do want to get into the stats and also look at the playoff picture. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go and advance real quick so we can get everything all updated. So let's go advance week. All right, ready to advance. Yep, of course, advance. Okay, so we're advancing to week 13 now. All right, so we got week 13. Give me a moment. What I'm going to do is update the neon real quick. So if you guys want to kind of follow along or look at things, you can go ahead and do that. Let me just give you a moment to do that. Okay, all right, let's see. I'm going here. And all right, about to advance neon. Just a second. Neon. And of course, you got to restart this app. Madden Companion app is crazy, man. All right, let's see. All right, we got the companion app up. Input. Just a second, guys. All right, there we go. G2. Support. Okay, so I'm gonna update neon rosters. This is week. Let's just do rosters for week 12 first. So update rosters and stats for week 12. Reporting. All right, That's good. Then we're going to go to week 13 and just make sure everything is updated real quick. We'll poke around the file, man, for a while. Export. Okay, so that looks like we're good there. All right, so Neon should be updated. If it's not, just let me know. I'll re-export everything. But for now, what I'm going to do is I am going to come up here and let's go look at the standings real quick. League standings. Okay, man. So it's changed a bit here. So the Mounties now are at 9-2 on top of the league. And how about the Mounties, man? They just continue to absolutely kill, man. Every time they they play, man. So they're doing a great job. That's Coach O'Brien's team. They are led by a tremendous offense and also defense. They just seem to be getting stronger and stronger offensively. It's very difficult to stop this team, so we're gonna have to see how they're gonna be able to do, down the stretch and everything. They're very healthy right now, and no issues, no signs of stopping, man. So if you've been watching their games, boy, they come with it, man. Black Knights, hey, they still are in the thick of things here, man. 8-3. They have a lot of UDFAs. Kind of gone a bit quiet in the chat, but they're around. We see them around, on the YouTube and stuff like that. So that defense, I gotta say, the defense of the Black Knights, boy, they do get to the ball, man. Quick, fast. I was watching the game over the weekend. I remember Palomalu was making all types of plays, man. So you gotta definitely watch out for the Black Knights. And I'm also Matt Thomas. He's not sliding. You guys are like, no, he's not gonna slide, man. This guy take it off. I think he did have a couple of fumbles or something like that, if I'm not mistaken, last weekend. But regardless, they're doing a great job, through the air, on the ground, on defense as well. Bulls at 9-2, and I'm trying to see why the Bulls are at 9-2. It must be that maybe the Mounties beat them, and so they're above here. The reason why they're not up here, unless Madden is tripping, I'm not sure exactly what's going on there. But we have the Bulls at 9. They were on top, but they just lost, right? So that pushed them down here. We have the Desperados and a Chumbawamba, man, killing it here. 8-3 and doing his thing as well since being traded away from the Houston Oilers. He has looked good offensively as well. When you see this team, man, they are killing it. Absolutely killing it, man. Aviators, we haven't seen a whole bunch of them, but they're 8-3 as well. They're tied with the Rio Nighthawks at 8-3. So we have a three-way tie here. See, look at this here. Black Knights 8-3, Desperados 8-3, Aviators 8-3, Nighthawks 8-3. So really, really close race here. Really close race here in the G2. Anybody's taken for the #1 spot. No, there's no true team that's standing out right now. I will say that I've liked the dominant performances from the Mounties. I've seen the dominant performances from the Bulls. I want to say Black Knights as well. It's just that sometimes they can be inconsistent. And I think that if I had to say a weak spot for the Black Knights right now, there's two weak spots. One is definitely going to be the QB play of Matt Thomas. Not to say he's the bad quarterback, but he sometimes just gets like off the mark and does his own thing. And I think the running may hurt them in the playoffs if they play a good defense and can really get to the ball. Because sometimes he's just like taking off, man. And everybody's like, slide, he won't slide. So that's a weakness there. And I do think the only other weakness that I have actually seen is the offensive line. I think that's the problem from Matt Thomas as well, is that sometimes he gets under pressure and the O-line is kind of inconsistent a little bit. If they can do a little bit more blocking, especially in the run game, boy, this offense is going to be crazy. I love the defense. I don't think the defense really has any issues. I know they've been trying to figure some things out, get more pressure and stuff, but when they get pressure, they are one of the toughest teams I've seen. Going back down here, though, Rio has looked really, really tight, man. The QB play from Leo has been outstanding, just straight outstanding. They do have a triple-headed monster as far as halfbacks go with Brandon Boykin, Tyreek Bryant, and then there's Will Grimes, man. That rushing attack for the Nighthawks, boy, that looks crazy as well. I do think their defense plays pretty good ball as well. I'm not sure there's a whole bunch of standout guys on defense at all. They just are playing some great B, but it's because of how the offense is moving. How many times have we seen Leo Moon, man, just like go down the field, 3-4 plays. Just last weekend, we were watching that, wide open passes down the field to his wide receivers and such, man. So he's definitely killing it right now, killing the game. And Voyagers are a scary team. They're kind of like a dark horse. They've taken some L's, but this guy Victor Briscoe is definitely showing that he has the mettle to put up big numbers. Any week we see them putting up 45, 50 points. They've looked pretty phenomenal offensively as well. John, a little bit of blink about the defensive side of things. We have seen them take some L's, but for the most part, this is a high-scoring offense, and they get to it. This is kind of a travesty in itself. Tragedy and a travesty in a bit. Thunderbirds, in my opinion, are better than what the record suggests. Anyone can challenge on that if you want. I love what Buck McCarthy's doing. There's three of these kinds of quarterbacks. There's Buck, there's Jethro, and there's Matt Thomas. All three of these quarterbacks take off automatically. Who does it the best? I'm going to leave that to the G2 to see who takes off the best. To see what you guys think, man. But Buck McCarthy is a true field general. The Thunderbirds have fallen short a bit, and I think the woes continue with the defensive play. The issue with them is defense. And this is why they have 4 losses, because in those 4 losses, the defense just is not getting it done, not getting to the QB fast enough. And then obviously the offense suffers. There was a game in which Buck McCarthy was pretty much phased out of the game. He was not able to run, and they got pretty much trampled in that game, I want to say. But yeah, this is the defensive situation, so we have to figure out. Well, they have to figure out what they're going to do defensively, because honestly, I'm going to say it: defense wins championships. So you got to have defense, especially in a league like this. So we're going to find out what they're going to do down the stretch, though. As you can see, they're on a one-game losing streak right now. They are not that good on the road. They're just at 50%. They're pretty good at home, though, 4-1, but on the road, they're 3-3. So, and then in the division, you can see a little bit there, 1-2 in the division. So they've got a lot of work to do. They want to continue to, excel here in the G2. So it's a tie here. Got the Shamrocks and the Armadillos here. We've seen the Shamrocks. For some reason, the Shamrocks are still hanging on, fighting. We've seen them take some L's as well, but they also have a pretty high-powered offense. When they can get going here, they got Roosevelt second. They've got Nate Moss there. They've got Max Hall, the wide receiver out there. They got a lot of talent on the offensive side of things, and on defensive side of things, they have some pretty good defenders as well. So we'll see, where they end up. They're still in the thick of things here. 7-4 is not bad whatsoever. So this is going to be a team that you just have to watch. Armadillos, sneaky good at 7-4 as well. They just got that win. Yeah, just got that win this weekend. So they're a team that you gotta play. You gotta play strong, man. Let's just kind of scroll a little bit here. We'll look at the Riverhawks here. I don't really think that Riverhawks kind of shocked me out. They put 50 something up this week, 40 something, 47, 50 points up this week. I'm not really sure about the direction of this team and where it's going. They are winning games, but I want to say that their schedule is not the toughest of schedules. So they're in the thick of things right there, but I don't really see them a team that's going to really go far. I think that a lot of the problems is just that Hanata Matsura, the quarterback there, is just not up to par just yet. So we'll see, if they're able to continue winning games, but it's kind of like dwindling down a little bit here. They are on a two-game winning streak, but as we get closer to the playoffs, I have a feeling that this is going to reverse a bit here. Pioneers, though, man, they are looking pretty good as well. I think Davis Webb is the QB for the Pioneers. So they're, the games that we've seen them play, you see a 3-game winning streak here. They look pretty tough. I see they actually lost more home games here, but on the road, they're a road team. See, 4-1 on the road there. So they've definitely shocked some teams that thought, we're probably going to get a win against the Pioneers. Steamers as well, pretty good, and also the Monarchs here. All three of these teams, dark horses as well. Like they say, any given Sunday, man, you definitely could see either one of these teams beat up on you. The Steamers, they've got Kenneth Boston at QB, who at times he's playing out of his mind. at times, and then sometimes it seems like they just kind of get shut down. Kind of drawing a blank on the running game, the running backs and stuff for them, but we'll be able to see all that in a little bit when we start to deep dive the stats and everything. But Steamer is also a team, and also the Monarchs. We know about the Monarchs, powered by Rondo, and also the halfback CJ Mullins. They're a left-right combo now. Now they did lose this weekend, but it's not easy to beat the Monarchs as well. So I look for this team, all three of these teams, really to really pull some upsets toward the end of the season for teams that have to play them and face off against them. Huskies a bit of kind of a letdown here at 6-5. They've been trying to figure out their defense and offense in a sense. They are kind of like middle of the road here. Lost to the Mounties over the weekend, so they are looking to bounce back and stay in the thick of things here. So let me just count this real quick. So we have, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11. All right, so 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. All right, so we've got 17 teams. Yeah, so we got 17 teams still above 500. So you can kind of see where the Huskies match up. They're kind of like at the back end of that tight 17, those 17 teams there that are still like, on the upside of things here. So they're in the mix with the Caps, also with the Lumberjacks. So AJ Morris and those guys here. They are on a one-game losing streak as well. What are they at home? 3-2 at home, and then on the road, 3-3. They're 2-2 in the division, so that's kind of holding there. They're not below 500. Looking at the Caps here, the Caps are 4-0 in their division here. They're 4-3 on the at home. They are 2-2 on the road. So this is also looking like a team that's looking to steady compete as well here in the late part of the season. We have the Lumberjacks at 3-1 in the division. They're 2-4 at home. So they lose more games at home than on the road. 4-1 on the road though. So quite a few teams that play pretty well on the road. Pretty awesome there. And then we're looking at the bottom of things, right? So the Oilers, man, they've been struggling. So when you're talking about the Oilers, you got to mention the Orbits. Both of these teams here. Well, the Oilers are coached by Coach Baker, but he's still trying to put this team together. They're still competing though. However, they are still also trying to figure some things out as well defensively and a little bit of time sometimes offensively. Orbits, on the other hand, at 5-6, this is just all about defense, man. Their offense, in my opinion, does a pretty good job, but it's defense, not getting the pressure on teams. They actually stick around with teams for most of the game. They don't really get blown out too much, but it's just that it's defense, man. Sometimes they just can't do it. End up losing games at the last moment or last second half or whatever. So that's something they got to figure out. And then we have the Antlers, we have the Snowhawks, we have the Golden Eagles. See all these teams 5-7 here. We got 4-7 here from the Golden Eagles. Let's see, we got the Bisons here. It's another team 4-7. The Eagles, man, this has been. So let me just come back for a moment. So Antlers 5-7, I'm kind of expecting that. But looking at the Snowhawks here, we know the situation that they had. They were, had a whole bunch of UDFAs there. And my opinion, this is just my opinion, they were doing good, but then something drastically changed, and they started going with more of a mobile quarterback, and that started equaling a lot of losses. Quarterback was killing, but the rest of the team, for some reason, was taking L. So you guys probably know about that situation. They're no longer there. We had to change the team, but they lost the quarterback, and so because they lost the quarterback, that seriously hurt the Snowhawks. So this is going to be a good landing spot for somebody in the offseason to come in here and try to take over this team, QB wise here. Looking at the Golden Eagles, though, this is a interesting situation. If you ask me, this is one of the youngest, best offenses that I've seen in this game, man. Whenever you see Fontenez on his day, he can distribute the ball to Oakley. He's got Slavoden, the halfback. Who is the other wide receiver? I see Fontenez in the chat. There's another wide receiver on the goal. And I'm just going off the top of my head, guys. We're still learning these rosters and learning all these players and stuff like that. So excuse me if maybe I don't know everybody yet, but I have a pretty good. I've been watching the games. I have a pretty good idea of who is what. But I know that the Golden Eagles, man, have a pretty good offense. Defense, not so good. But the offense is pretty good. We're just trying to wait to see, yeah, Cox. So we're waiting to see the this offense explode. And when they're on their day, when the running game is going, when Fontanez is not having to pass, boy, they're killing it. That guy Calvin Oakley. I think there's someone else though, Fontanez. Is there one more wide receiver, man? There is another wide receiver I want to say. A young guy too, man. I'm drawing a blank on his name, but maybe someone can jog my memory, or you can just look at the roster. There's someone else on that offense beside Oakley and Slobodan that are killing, man. But yeah, so they got to figure things out. Bison's, this is my opinion, is most likely going to be some kind of scheming situation. The halfback, Nakai Davenport, is an absolute monster. However, it's kind of like up in the air. Some games he's up 150, 175. Some games he gets restricted. I have not went back and tallied to see, because he says that when he doesn't get the ball, they lose. I have to go back and look at that and see how many games they win where he had 150 yards, because when he has a big day, though, they typically win. But I think I've seen some big days that they lost. So we'll have to put that up to the fact checker and see whether or not that's true or not. But we do know this. Nakai Davenport, no matter how good or bad this team plays, he is a very consistent halfback. And there's a lot of rumors that he may not be a Bison next year. Law, on the other hand, is the QB here. And I'll just go ahead and put that out there. His morale has dipped all the way low because of the losses. I think his morale is either around 30 or below 30 at this point, which makes it very, very difficult for a QB to lead a team when the morale has dipped below 50, and his is at 30. It might be worse now. We can actually look at that, at some point. That's what that just look at morale of teams and everything, and see who has it, who doesn't have the morale. So that's something that's going to be devastating for them. Condors at 4-7. We got the Redwoods at 4-7. We got the Dreadnoughts at 4-8. Blues, man. I'm not really expecting high things from the Blues. Big salute to Coach Ross. He picked up this team, inherited this team. They hadn't really won any games at all when he picked them up. And he's just joining on. He's actually waiting for off season. He might be a little quiet, but I know he's just waiting for off season so he can actually add on pieces and draft and such like that. So they did pick up a key piece to their franchise, which is going to be Malachi Miller, the QB. So that's going to be interesting to see what they're able to do with Miller going forward. He has looked great, and I think he's 3-1 since joining the Bulls. Yeah, he's only lost one time, I think. He's won 3 games, lost one time. So that's pretty impressive there. Looking at the Tigers here, they are 3-8 here. We have the Elks at 3-8, Sentinels at 2-9, Dragons. Man, this is a big. This is tough here as well. If you ask me, this team is a good team. It's lacking around the edges. It has a lot of offensive power, though, with 2 wide receivers in Hakeem Prince and also Devin Taylor. It's got Nino Knight at QB. It's got Kazim Cash at the halfback. And I want to say there's another guy, like a tight end, named Cano, right? That they have the weapons, but and Mike Harris. Oh yeah, Mike Harris. Yeah, Mike Harris. Montanez, very good. So that guy I was talking about for the Golden Eagles is Mike Harris. Mike Harris is a monster. Anyway, I'm just gonna say this one. I've been doing this for quite a while. I sometimes feel that when you have too much offensive talent on one side, that it makes the team kind of like upside down, if that makes any sense. And only guys who really study sim and study this here can understand that. It's almost like you have to have these guys in the right positions, in the right schemes, but it cannot be over schemed or over stacked, because then it's almost like it's just confused. It's like out of nowhere, right? So it's almost like better to have like on a team, it's better to have a stud halfback, a stud wide receiver, a stud QB, a stud lineman, right? Than it is to have 3 stud wide receivers, 2 stud backs, a quarterback, right? All overloaded on one side. So I don't know. This is just my philosophy. You can take it or leave it. But I think that this team is just kind of like upside down right now, and they have to figure out who is the star on this team. Who is the ball gonna go through? Is the ball gonna go through, Hakeem Prince? Is it gonna go through Devin Taylor? Is it gonna go through Kasim Cash, or is Nino Knight gonna be the guy, right? Because they have the talent, right? And Cano as well. Cano's killing it. The tight end. They have the talent, but it's not being. It seems like it's not being, exploited the correct way. So that's for Coach Stein to figure out. Maybe he gets them on the right page. And then we have the Wizards here, the San Juan Wizards. My boy Connor Baker Jr. is 1-9-1 on the season. No, he's been fighting desperately. I think he's a bit new to this, but he inherited a team that was already bad, and he's also just trying to put together the pieces here. So big salute to him. But he's in last place, and I believe he's going to have the number 1 pick. I think he's got a few picks if I'm not mistaken. So he's looking to add on attachments to the San Juan Wizards as well. Okay. All right, let's go out real quick. So we saw the standings. We can go ahead and look at the. I'll just scroll through these real quick. Divisional standings here, so you can see. Let's go to GTC North here. All right, so you see the Mounties on top, Huskies, Golden Eagles, and then Sentinels in the GTC North. In the GTC South, we have the Bulls, Armadillos, Tigers, and Wizards. Looking like the Bulls going to run away with that division so far. Got the Armadillos right behind them, but yeah, it's over for the Tigers and more than likely over for the Wizards in that one. We got the GTC East here. We have the Shamrocks. This is the tight division here. I'm going to be honest with you. Dragons more than likely out of it here, but they're only really 4 games out of this 5 games. So 7-4, 7-5, 6-5, and then you have 2-9 here for the Dragons. Looking at the GGC West here, Nighthawks 8-3 on top of the division, 6-4 for the Riverhawks, 5-7 for the Snowhawks, and 3-8 for the Elks here. So both of these teams on the outside looking in. Riverhawks still in the thick of things, but Nighthawks not looking to really stop too much here. Looking in the NGC North now. Okay, so we have the Lumberjacks here at 6-5. Anyone's division here, just 2 games out. All these teams, Antlers, Condors, and Redwoods here. So this looking like anyone's division here. Some wild cards going to be given out here. Looking at the NGC South, we have 7-5 Pioneers here, and this is still anyone's division here. So the South here, Oilers right behind them. Oilers can still get this thing here. Orbits can still get in this thing here, and the Blues, man, they're not far behind, honestly. So some L's, division games lost, and this could easily be any of these teams' division here, depending on how, because we got 5 more weeks left. So yeah, 5 more games, anything could happen here. So we'll see what happens in the NGC South, and then we have the NGC East here. So we have the Black Knights at 8-3. We have the Voyagers at 8-4, and the Bisons and the Dreadnoughts on the outside. Looking in unless something drastically happens here. Bison's on a 3-game losing streak right now, so that cannot be too good for the morale at all. And then let's go to the NGC West here. Desperados and Aviators, boy, and Thunderbirds. All these teams really, man. So we got multiple divisions in which teams are still in the thick of things. 4-way could be really be anybody's division out of all the 4 teams that are in each of those divisions here. So Desperados, Aviators, we got the Thunderbirds at 7-4 here, and we have the Steamers here, man, still in the thick of things as well. So as Darius was saying before, man, very, very competitive, very, very competitive here. We can just look real quick at the conference standings real quick. I'll just scroll through these. You can see where they're ranking these teams at. Mounties, Bulls, Nighthawks, Shamrocks, Armadillos, Riverhawks, Monarchs, Huskies, Caps. So those are the teams that are still above 500 there. Let's look at the NGC, Black Knights, Desperados, Aviators, Voyagers, Thunderbirds, Pioneers, Steamers, and it looks like the Lumberjacks are just going to make the mark here at 6-5, and everybody else is on the outside looking in. Okay, let's go. We look at the standings there. Let's go and look at the playoff race. I know that's important, man. So let's go look at that real quick. Let's see. How do I get to that? Is it in standings? No. Give me one moment. I'll look at the chat so someone can tell me what it is. Let me find out where the playoff picture is at. Can I see it here? Oh yeah. Okay, so view playoff picture. Here we are. All right, here we go, man. Drum roll. Are you guys ready, man? Are you guys ready? Here goes the reveal of the playoff picture. See who's in. If the season ended. Let me get some water real quick. Hold on. Some water. All right, here we go, guys. Wow. And there it is. My camera's in the way. Let me see if I can turn that off real quick. All right, let's see. Cam. Okay, camera's off. Okay, I'll turn the cam off real quick. All right, so we have. Oh, sorry. Frame out the way too. Okay, let's start from left and then go to the right here. So if it were to end today, it'd be the Bulls and the Monarchs here in the wild card with the Mounties in the divisional game. It'd be the Nighthawks and the Riverhawks. It'd be the Shamrocks and the Armadillos, man. So interesting here. That is literally only one UDFA team, well, two UDFA teams. Yeah, only two UDFA teams in the wild card and one UDFA team in the division. Wow, that is crazy, man. So obviously the Mounties getting that first round bye. On the other side, it's the Brooklyn Black Knights with the NGC bye here, and we have the Desperados, all right, Chumbawamba in the wild card. We have the Thunderbirds in the wild card. We've got the Pioneers in the wild card. We have the Voyagers in the wild card. We have the Lumberjacks in the wild card, and we have the Aviators in the wild card. So if it were to end today, these would be the teams here. Wow, this is crazy, man. So if I'm looking at this thing here, man, the most exciting story on the GGC GGC side of things here is Rio Leo, in my opinion. It's obviously the Mounties with how well they've been. And I'm going to say this, man. I'm going to say that I'm really wanting to see what the Monarchs can do because they've been absolutely amazing. Can CJ Mullins lead these guys on the ground throughout the playoffs? But also Samaj Sims on the Bulls, joining here, making an immediate impact. So that's at least 4 teams there with some serious storylines. And then you have the dark horses here. Shamrock still in the thick of things despite losing the coach, despite losing all those UDFAs. They had like all these UDFAs. Despite losing those guys, they are still in the thick of things here. And then at the same time, you have the Armadillos, right? So that's very, very impressive. On the NGC side of things, so Chumbawamba, obviously, that's a crazy storyline there, man. 30 years old, traded from the Oilers when Coach Baker got there. Has been killing it since he was on since he's been on OKC Desperados. That's crazy. McCarthy, right? Killing it for the Thunderbirds. Still hanging in there, still trying to figure some things out. They were actually one of the only undefeated teams left at the last moment, and they lost, and it's been a few losses since then. But that's also quite an impressive, storyline there. The Black Knights, clearly impressive storyline. Lots of BFAs there. They look really, really serious and look like they're going to be difficult to beat. And then we have these last 4 teams here. The Pioneers, right? Pioneers, absolutely killing it. Voyagers, absolutely killing it. Lumberjacks are the weakest link out of all these teams, I want to say. But they still are in the wild card. And then we have the Canton Aviators as well, man. So this is looking kind of interesting here, man. So you have to put in the chat right now. Go ahead and make your prediction. Who do you think is going to go all the way? Who is it going to be between? Going to go all the way here in our first Global Bowl, man. You make the prediction. If you think it's a team that's not listed here, then go ahead and put that in the chat right now. That's going to be simply amazing to actually see this go down. I cannot wait. Well, I can wait because I do want to see how things are going to build up over the next 5 weeks. But when we get to the playoffs, man, that's going to be a serious mode. In the summertime, I cannot wait for this, man. Wow. Okay, I'm going to come out of this real quick. And we got that. Let's go. I want to go look at morale real quick, guys, because that's important, man. Let's go look at morale, just the top guys and the low guys for the team. Let's just start at the top here. I'm gonna go to the antlers, okay? And I'm just gonna go over to the morale. This is something that I like to do. If you don't know what morale is, morale actually helps a player to play better. The lower this is, the worse it is, right? So let's just look at the top and the bottom real quick. So for the antlers, right? Wyatt Gray, 63. So this shows you where this team is at. And then this is the worst. The worst guy here is 35. I also like to quickly just go look at the quarterback real quick to see where he's at. So the morale, where's it at? I'm going blind. I always go blind when I do this. Okay, there's the morale. All right, so the morale for Steve Kramer right now is 45. So that's a cause for concern, okay? All right, let's go and look at the antlers now. Come back real quick to the roster, and let's just look at the morale over here. He's like, check the drag. I'm going in order. So I'll check the ABCD, my guy. All right, so 63 for Emmanuel Downs, okay? And then the worst person is at 45. That's Tyreek Yankee. And I'm just going to go look at the quarterback. So that's QB. Brown, got to scroll all the way over. As a matter of fact, I think I'm just going to find the QB on the list. No, I'm not going to. Let's see, go to here, and let's see, morale. So he's at 62. So Ethan Neal is at 62. So, all right, he's all right, okay? Okay, let's go and look at the Aviators now. We'll just do it like this. So 69 is going to be the overall for Kevin Paxton. Then we're going to go up here, and we are going to look at the morale. What's the highest morale? 71. And you know George Kirkpatrick has been killing guys. Y'all know that he's been absolutely destroying it, man. On the ground, killing it. So 71, 69. Cameron Starks is another one that's been balling out. Joe Poe has been killing it. Colin Weaver, yep, he's been killing it as well. I have been calling Trent Blair's and Zach Bradford's name an awful lot. This guy Baskerville is a tremendous cornerback in the open part of the field, man. Making lots of plays on the ball and good tackles underneath as well. Let's look at the worst person here. It's Anton Goddard, who's made plays as well. So you can see, if you've been watching the games, you know that, yeah, this guy is actually balling out right here. Who else is balling out here? Ricky Johnson. We've seen some stuff out of him at times. This is a backup running back, but he basically comes in sometimes, gets the hard yardage there. I feel like I've called. Let me see this. I feel like Blanton is the halfback there. Another halfback that comes in a backup here. Have I called Hardison's name a lot? I'm not sure. But you can see where their morale is at there. Okay. All right, let's go and look at these. Let's go back to QB real quick. Let's look at the Bisons real quick. So Bisons morale. This is the one I really want to look at. QB. So Marshall Law, 74 overall QB. Where is his morale at? Okay, so his morale is actually the 36. So the last time I checked, it was at 33. It's at 36. That is a major problem for the Bisons. Major problem for them. Let's go look at what Nakai's is. 48. He's at 48. So that can be quite an issue with the QB, which is why they're kind of like in cahoots right now. See, actually, some of his morale is going down. Awareness is taking a dip, carrying taking a dip. But this is just like frustration one-on-one here. Okay, let's go back and look at the team overall morale. Wow. So Austin Spikes is a 54. Then Hutton at 52. Hamilton at 51, 51, and then 50. You see this? So there's not a whole lot of momentum going on because the morale is not high enough. You see? This is almost like being in week one. So this is the major problem. Let's look at the worst person. Trey Porter, the left outside linebacker, 30. Marshall Law, 36. It's bad when your quarterback is like. So this is something that is more than likely going to affect them going forward for the rest of the season. Let's go ahead and look at QB for the Black Knights here and see what we have in Mr. Matt Thomas. Where's his morale at? 75. 75 morale, man. That's dope. So, and that tells you 8-3, right? Yeah. 75. That's pretty high. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the Black Knights as a whole with morale. So Devontae Moore higher than that. So obviously killing it. This tight end, we've called Stanford's name an awful lot. He is definitely a bailout boy for Matt Thomas. He gets the ball an awful lot. And then we have Caleb Combs at 74. That's a UDFA here. Look at Ryan Moore, 69. The list goes on. Bobby Carter, 64. Johnny Jason. This is crazy. Despite this, this is actually Johnny Jason's fault with this speed here. Yeah, this was actually his fault here. That's something that he's not going to be able to upgrade that. So that's kind of plaguing him right now. I don't see, this is another thing why I say like activity, man, because I'll be honest with you, like, this is nothing against you, Johnny. I'm just being honest here. If you were more active, I would fix this. You know, at the end of the season, I say, oh, he's been here every game, even though his player is running like a snail. He's been here every game. He's been here in the Discord talking. So I would fix this for you, because this actually is doing a lot of harm to the player right now. But that's what he submitted, you see. So that's a major issue there. But it doesn't matter. Look at the morale, 62, right? And then let's look at all these guys above 50. All these guys are above 50. 59 for DeAnthony Carter Park. And then we'll look at all these guys. It finally gets to 50 here. So the worst on their team, they don't have a worst. Everyone is 50 or better. So that automatically shows you that this team is high powered, man, and ready to kill. Okay, let's go and look at the QB for the Blues here. What is the morale here of, that's Tucker Allen. Let's look at the morale of Malachi Miller. Where is he at right now? Okay, so he's at 49 right now. Rookie just coming into the things here. And then let's go and look at the team for a second. Come back, look at their morales. All right, so we got, so 55, Jelani Woodbury. And then we have 29 for Randy Porter. Okay, let's go and look at the Bulls here. Morale. You see 73 for Samaj Sims, Moses 72, Arrington 71. It shows you where they are. And let's look at the worst team here, 49. The worst player, 49. They only have one player below 50, so that shows you. And then as for the QB right now, Brandon Phillips. This should be pretty high. Let's see. Brandon Phillips has been playing out of his mind too. So it's at 67. So not bad. No, he's been playing pretty good as well. Okay, let's go look at the Caps now. Caps morale here for Tommy Redding is at 57. And then let's go look at the roster now. See where the Caps are stacking up here as far as morale goes. All right, morale is at 61 total. This guy, Najee Sheldon, been killing it, man. Crushing it. So is Proctor. He's being traded from San Juan. And then let's look at the morale. The player, Deion Wagner, is at 37. Okay, let's go look at the Condors real quick. They're out of things, so you can just see here 55. They're pretty much out of the discussion at 4 and 7, I want to say. So I don't need to go too far. But let's go and look at the Desperados. We do have to look at my boy Chumbawamba's morale. 30 years old, man. 30 years old. And still in the thick of things here in the G2. He's at 61. So 61 morale. Let's look at his top teams. I like this guy Richard Rivers as well. This wide receiver is killing it this season. Let's go and look at so Ronald Moorhead, the halfback, destroying. 72 morale for him. Richard Rivers at 69. You see Leonard at 66. Tim Leonard is doing this as well. Sylvester Mooney, we call his name all the time here. And then finally we get to Chumbawamba. Let's go and look at the worst here. So we've got a couple of guys under 50. Okay. All right, let's go and look at the Dragons now. All right, here we are. Okay, so 53. The only person above 50 is Kazim Cash. And then the worst player is 24. And because Devin is here, I'm just going to scroll down and show how this dips. So 53. Dino Knight is at 46. That's bad. all the user players real quick for them. It's getting bad. Wow. It's getting really bad. Okay, so Hakeem is at 40. Jeez, that's crazy. So that means, where's Devin? Wait, did I pass him? Did I pass Devin? Let's just go look at him real quick. Quarterbacks. All right, so we already saw that. Let's go look at wide receiver. Where's Devin? So Devin is here. 78 overall. Where's the morale at? 43. So Taylor's at 43 morale, man. So that's definitely bad there for. Let's go look. Who is the linebacker? Mo. Where's Mo at? Mo's been playing pretty well. Where's his morale at? 37. Wow. I can't imagine that this was higher. So that shows you the devastation that the Dragons are in right now. Okay, let's go and look at QB for the Dreadnoughts real quick. Well, I don't have to. It's Gabe Page. Well, let's just so let's look at Gabe Page. So Page is at 63 right now. Okay? And then let's look at the rosters for the Dreads. Let's see. Morale. So 63, 61. Shows you this, where they are. And then looking at bottom. Devin's is heartbroken. That's what we want to do. We want to break your heart, Devin. Yeah, man, that's tough, man. That's tough, bro. Okay, let's see. Elks. Their top man, 61. Their worst man, look at this. Sean Smith. QB, 36. Tough. Okay, let's go and look at the Golden Eagles now. Just above 51. Jake Palmer, who's been moved to right outside linebacker because Julius Campbell is now the middle linebacker. Okay, so let's go and look at. So Bowden is at 49. So this is kind of like a slow burn right now. Oakey's at 49. Bit of a slow burn right now for the Albuquerque Golden Eagles here. Look at this here. David Montez at 34. Jeez. Getting tough out here, guys. We're going to have to figure this out. Oh, the other thing, too. I wonder, does morale reset season to season? Because you know we're going to be on Madden until January, guys. So, if this morale carries over, man, this could be crazy, man. I don't know if it carries. I never actually did 2 seasons in a row on the sim. We always just go to the new game. But this is going to be interesting to see if the morale is going to pick up or what, or does it reset? So if anyone knows the answer to that, let me know in the chat, okay? All right, let's go and look at the Huskies here. So you can see J.C. Johnson is on top of things here. Braden Beckett, man, that's a solid tight end. See there. Then let's go ahead and look at the worst. 29. 61. It resets? Okay, so Mitch says it resets. So, wow. Ox is at 53. Freeman's at 53. All right. Then we look at the QB. Where is Elijah? That's Elijah. Okay, let's see. So he's at 55. So he's above 55. He's still in the thick of things here. Okay, let's go and look at the Lumberjacks real quick. We got H.A. Morris at 53. Come back and look at rosters now. Let's see what's here. Look at this, 80 for Darrell Benz, the cornerback. A.J. Morris, 79. He's looking to keep it going. This wide receiver, Mike Kendricks, is a problem as well. Morgan Patterson. Yeah, they're. Look at this. Most of their guys, jeez, just keeps going. So I was kind of sleeping on this team. We were looking at the playoff picture, man, but they got a lot of guys. Let's look at the worst guy, 57. So this is a team that's primed for a deep playoff run. If they can get the the rest of the wins for the rest of the season. So we got to watch out for the Lumberjacks because this morale here is pretty tough. Oh wait, was I looking at the wrong thing? Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. I was looking at the overall. Okay, so let me just look at this. Woo! I was like, what in the world? Okay, so 63 here. 63. You can see that. Yeah, that's that. I was about to say, I said, what in the world? 80. That's crazy. All right, and then looking at the worst here. Okay, so now I'm not sleeping on them. Yeah, so I'm not worried about this team too much right now. All right. You guys are probably geeking off that bit. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the Monarchs here. Morale. So 67 for Ramdo. How about Tyrone Harvey? He has like 70 catches, guys. Yeah, he's got something crazy. We're going to see in just a little bit. Evan Leverett as well. He's been killing it here. Kevin Clark. TJ Mullins. Despite this guy being out half the season, he's at 57 morale, man. Crazy. Let's look at the worst. 43. Nice. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the Mounties now. What is their morale? 87. Oh my goodness. 87 for Eric Hawkins. 84 for Jethro Davidson. Pollard. This is nuts. Gerald Pope, he's in the chat. Pope the GOAT. 68. Greg Adams should be up there. He's been absolutely destroying it as well. Christian Mack has been killing it. All these guys have been killing it, man. I mean, there's nobody on the Mounties you really can say it's not been killing it. Let's look at their worst guy, 51. So this is a team that's going to be difficult to beat, man. They're going to be very difficult to beat unless they start taking some L's. Wow. Let's see. Thought I heard something back there, I guess. Okay. Let's look at the, 87 is crazy, and the worst is 51. Okay, let's look at the Nighthawks. All right, so Jordan Van Dyke, Tyreek is at 61, Leo is at 60, Bentley at 60, Huff at 60, Aaron Matthews, 59, Tim Anders, UDFA at 58, Boykin at 58. Then let's go ahead and scroll to the bottom. Polite is at 55. Let's look at the bottom. So their worst guy is Dante Palmer at 43. You have Pryor at 48, 49. So not many people. Not many people under 50. So they're looking pretty good as well. Okay, let's look at the Oilers now. So Rohan's at 62, Mallard at 60, 56, Gatson, Jay Wyatt. And this team is 4-6, I think 4-6, 5-6. You can kind of see Holy Jack at 50, Calvin at 50. So it doesn't dip off until we get to Greg Kirkland. Let's look at the worst. So they're 30 at 30 here. Kind of see what's going on there. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the orbits now. See what the orbits are. 59 for Elias Swan. So despite Drew, what we thought it might be, it's actually not as bad. 59 is, it's good. So he's still holding on, fighting. Deontay Pierre, who we call an awful lot. See where Billy's at 57. Scroll here. Eric, you're at 57. So, hey, you guys are still above 50, man. It's not bad. We want to go down and look, though. Holiday still at 56. Let's look here. So your worst guy is going to be Manny Johnston, the right end. But he is also a backup. So 44, 45. Greg Craig. So not bad. Not bad, Not bad. You guys are still there, but you got to get some wins, man. So you're trying to figure it out and everything on defense. But this is still good. At 59, it's not as high as it could be, but that means he still has a chance, right? It's not over for him, right? So he's not rattled just yet. So you guys still have a chance. Okay, let's look at the Pioneers real quick. Now this guy, Darren Webb. I said Davis Webb. Darren Webb is his name. So 64 overall. 64 morale. Bill Tran, the halfback, is absolutely devastating as well. I'm pretty sure we'll see him on the numbers. Let's look at their worst guy here. Levi Bush, 43. I'll have to scroll a little bit. So they don't have many. They only have 1, 2, 3, so 4 guys, right? 4 guys underneath 50 morale, and their QB is at 64. So they are well on their way, as well as the halfback. Let's go look at the Redwoods now. Morale, Redwoods just holding on. 56, 52, and it just starts to dip here. Let's go look at their worst. 33. Safe to say they're probably out of this thing here. All right, let's go look at the Riverhogs here. 65. That Surah still in the thick of things here. That's 61. Although I don't think they're going to go far, but we will see. And then let's look at the worst player. Okay, so they've still got some players here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So about 4 guys underneath 50. Okay, let's go back and look at the Sentinels now. So JP Grant's at 54, and we already know the Sentinels not doing that good. I think they've lost 9 games. 22. Emmett, well, that's the halfback. Starting halfback at a 62. 22 morale. So very bad here. The QB at 24, man. That's a wrap. That's probably a wrap. Okay. All right, let me go to the Shams real quick. Okay, I got to get the different controller for a second, guys. 1 second. Okay. All right, so overall wise, morale wise, so Tate Roosevelt, 69. Max Hall, 67. Paris Polo at 63. So the Shams still in the thick of things here. And then you have these guys. They've only got 4 guys as well. So yeah, they're still in the thick of things. These guys are not going to say they don't mean anything, but beside Kendall Clinton and this guy here, Landry Sims, they're in the clear. Yep, they're in the clear here. Let's go look at the QB real quick. Oh yeah, so 69. Okay, let's see. Let's look at the Snowhawks real quick. The Snowhawks trying to hold on. AC Clancy at 60. See where it goes from here. Let's look at QB. I bet he's like low. Richie, yeah. So Richie's at 43. Not bad. How do you get to 10? Paul Jennings is at 10. I know what happened here. This is one of those scenarios where he's like, throw the ball to me. I want to get all the touchdowns. And then that didn't happen. So now he's at 10, right? That sucks, man. I've always hated that scenario. I wish I could just turn those off. I wish you could pick and choose what scenarios you keep, because I think that the one about throw the ball to me, I want all the targets is just so dumb. It just sets them up. But he's at 10, man. That's unfortunate. Okay. He's not even like a bad wide receiver. So. Okay, looking at the Steam team real quick. So Chuck Franks is at 67. And then 46. Let's see where the quarterback is at. Boston. Go over here and look at him real quick. Around 51. So Boston is still in the thick of things here. Just there, holding on. Okay, Thunderbirds, we're almost there. So Thunderbirds, let's go back over here. Forbes, top of the list. Yeah, let's see. Morale. Jamar Jones, McCarthy at 64. So 64, 63. Lamar Jones is at is he injured or did he come back? We gotta check this. I think he came back. Yeah. Okay. Carter Colby been killing it as well. JJ Ray Shells at 57. Moody at 57. Paul Rainey at 56. All right, let's look at the worst guys here. So it's getting there. This is what we're saying. They've been taking L's, man. Rashard Clarence, wow, at 49, despite how good he's been playing. But they've got to figure it out on defense and fast, man. This offensive line, you see this? The L's. But not too many guys. You still have quite a bit of their guys still above 50. So that's good. 50 or above. Okay, let's go and look at the Tigers real quick. Morale. They're just there. 2 guys at 50. Everybody else is underneath there. Let me go see who's the worst guy is. Where's the quarterback at? Oh, so Fiorentini's at a 35. He can't get open. Richardson can't get the ball down the field. He's at a 36. let's go and look at the Voyagers now. So Ramontrez Tarpon is at 67. Evan Man is at 63. They look pretty good as well. Victor is at 59. Let's go look at their worst player. 48. So only one guy underneath 50. Nice. Okay, who is next? Wizards, for last one here. So the Wizards, they're at 1-9-1. They have a 66 overall cornerback, 65. This is actually pretty good to be 1-9-1, man. The morale is still good. Wow, that's impressive. The morale is still high with these guys. Jeez, I've never seen that. 1-9-1. What is coach doing? Maybe it's the small wins, the small things that count. The tie. They're just so happy to tie, man. When they got the one win and the tie, they were so happy. I remember coach came and said, "Hey, we didn't lose." Who's the worst player? Look at this. They only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys who are underneath 50, man. Wow, that's impressive. That's impressive. It's pretty high to be 1-9-1, man. But yeah, they're out of there. They're gonna end up getting that #1 pick. But that's crazy, man. Because you got to keep the squad motivated, huh? You got to keep them motivated, man. Yeah, what are you doing? Making them run less laps? Crazy. That's crazy, man. Wow. Okay. All right, we did that one. That was a little side mission of us, guys. Okay, so what do we have left now? Let's go and look at the. We looked at the playoff pick. Let's look at the stats real quick, okay? Well, first let's look at the league. Who won it for week 12? Who's gonna get the 1,200 G-bar? Let's find out. In-season awards. Weekly. Who's gonna get it for week 12? Oh, none of you guys get it for week 12. Gabe Page, Matsura, Bentley, and Blair. So nobody got it for week 12, man. So wow. Hey, you win it week 13, 1,300 G-bars, guys. And 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I want to see who's going to get that 18, because 18, I think I'm going to double it, man. I'm going to go times 2. 1,800 times 2 if you win it week 18, man. So we'll have to see. All right, let's go back and look at the in-season awards here, yearly awards. Let's look at that. I'll show the stats, but I'm probably just going to do the top guys. I mean, unless you guys, are good, we can keep going. I can show the whole list. It just depends on you guys. Still got 14 strong in here. If I see it start to taper off, then I'll probably just cut it short with the stats. But I'll, as long as you guys are hanging in there, I think we're good, man. Okay. Leo Moon looking out for those AI guys. Gotta support your generics, right? Right, Leo? Okay, we have Jethro Davidson as the MVP right now. Big salute to the Mounties, Davidson. We got Roosevelt the second here, MVP. Anybody else? We got Gabe Page. Let me look at any UDFAs. Okay, so Butt McCarthy. I'm just gonna focus on the UDFAs, and we'll mention the generics guys. So Butt McCarthy and Matt Thomas at number 10. All right, so we got what? 1, technically 2, 3, and 4 UDFAs in the MVP standings right now, with Jethro Davidson leading the league in that here. Okay, let's go and look at I was looking at the coach of the year, but let's just look at it real quick. So they got the Bulls, Monarchs, Aviators, Black Knights, Nighthawks, Mounties, Steamers, Desperados, Orbits, Caps. Guys in the standings for coach of the year. Okay, now let's go to the GDC here. Okay, so offensive player of the year, Davidson. Harvey's tough. A lot of receptions out of this guy, man. Hawkins. Sheldon there. Kazim Cash is up there. Miko Brewer is up there. And then JC Johnson is up there. So we got some UDFAs on the list, man. Unfortunately, these guys not watching themselves earn these here. Which is absolutely annoying mix right now. But I'm going to try to get over it. All right. Let's look at the defensive player of the year here. So Clancy leading that race right now. Any UDFAs here? Julius Campbell. What's up, Julius? Golden Eagles. He's got a sweet hat too, guys. He showed me, I think he's in Mexico or something, and he purchased a Golden Eagles hat. It's so sweet, guys. We got to put that in the chat, man. Yeah. But hey, that's dope, man. That's dope, bro. Oh, he's active. Okay, let's see. Let's look at Offensive Rookie of the Year for the GGC. Davidson. And this is just why. And I don't mean to pick on guys, but this is why we need guys to be more active. Because he's carrying all these awards, man. It's a big deal. And we want these guys to be faces of the league, faces of the franchise. We're going to be a lot stricter next year with big roles like the QBs, halfbacks, wide receivers. You got to be active, man, because that's what's going to drive the channel and get people like, oh, man, I want to be like Jethro, man. I want to be like this guy. I want to be like that guy. That's why we do this, you know. I'm actually giving you guys a platform to where you don't have to wait behind generics. You can just be the man here, you know. So this is dope, though. It's got 3. Man, killing it, bro. All right, I'm going to stop harping on that. G2CAST here is Offensive Rookie of the Year here. JC. Max Hall here. Slobodin. What's up, no Slobodin? Dylan King, another UDFA. Oakley, a UDFA. All these are UDFAs. Yep, Oakley too, yep. Okay, let's look at the Defensive Rookie of the Year here. We did not have any UDFAs last time. Oh, look at this guy, Blake. We got one Defensive Rookie of the Year that's a UDFA. It's Blake Nixon. I was just talking to him earlier. Well, I just made a little comment. He said he wanted to play the love game or something like that with me. I said, no, I'm not doing the love game. That's crazy, though. He's our only Defensive Rookie of the Year. That's crazy. That's crazy. Big salute to Blake, man. Big salute to you, bro. We get hashtag Blake in the chat, man. That's dope. We didn't have anybody last time, but he's there now. That's dope. Okay. Let's go to Best QB. Jethro again. You can see Roosevelt, Rondo, Matsura, Leo. Big salute to Leo. So Leo is on the Best QB. Nice. And then Sean Smith. Sean Smith is another UDFA as well. I haven't seen much of him. Actually, I know him, but no, he's been hitting me up. He's got some things going on. But he's there, despite the record, right? He's there. So getting up those stats and everything. Okay, let's see. What do we have for best running back in the GGC? We've got Eric Hawkins there. Kazim Cash, UDFA. Miko Brewer, UDFA. Emmanuel Downs is there, not a UDFA. JC Johnson, man. Slobodin again here. Look at that guy. Dylan King. Samaj Sims is creeping in there, man. This guy here is creeping in there now. And we got Fisher and we got Ross Jr. here. Very nice, man. Very nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this out there because I got 15 guys on here. So what's gonna happen, guys, is week 18, everyone on this list is going to get a G-Bar package from me if you're a UDFA. If you win it, you're gonna get another another G-Bar package from me. And then I got a big one. I can't give that one up yet because I don't want guys to be fake right now. I got a big one. I'm gonna give out to a lot of guys, man. I'm gonna say probably about 15 guys. I got a big one for you guys, man. Pause. So just stay active. That's all I can say, man. Just stay active. All right, let's go to the best wide receiver right here. Tyrone Harvey, gotta be. He might win it for the whole league, man. Best wide receiver. This guy's crushing it. All right, let's see. We got Najee, Max Hall, Everin Leverett. We call these guys names. Oakley. Round of applause to Oakley in the chat. Let me get hashtag Oak or hashtag Oakley or Calvin. That boy Calvin. Avery Rhodes was also a UDFA. He left. We kept the name, man. Nice. Oakley. Okay, I see you, Oakley. So just for making the list, you're going to get a G-Bar package. If you win, you're going to get a G-Bar package. I should make it like 1,000. No, 1,000. No, I can't do that. I'm going to have to figure it out, but I will. I definitely will. We'll figure it out. Well, that could be 1,000, 900, 800, 700, 600, 500, 400, 300, 200, 100. Yeah, I could do that. Like 1,000 for winning, 1,009. Or I can make it like double it. We'll figure it out. Guys are going to definitely get some G bars for being on this list, man. Try to help you guys progress, man. Okay, let's see. Anybody on best offensive lineman? Doesn't really matter. We don't have any UDFAs. You can see them here. So it looks like the Shams, Golden Eagles, Nighthawks, Monarchs, Nighthawks, Sentinels, Mounties, Armadillos, and the Golden Eagles. Some of the best linemen in the game. Best D-line here. No UDFAs, I don't think. Oh, Wilson Whitaker for the Huskies. He made a player. I haven't seen him. What he at, though? Wilson Whitaker. Where you at, man? All right, let's see. We got best linebacker here. Julius. Okay, Campbell. Let me get hashtag JC or hashtag Julius in the chat right now. So best linebacker, man. Nice. And he just moved the middle linebacker. He's going to get a lot of action. Balmer was there, but we've moved Balmer over to the right outside linebacker, so expect Julius to be in on all of the plays. That'd be awesome. Okay, let's see. Anybody else? Nope, nobody else here for the linebackers. Oh. Julius Campbell trying to take that one. Okay. All right, let's go and look at the best defensive back here. So we got Van Dyke, Bentley. Wow, two of the best DBs in the GGC, Van Dyke and Bentley. Nice. I know Leo's proud right now, man. Proud pop right now, man. Paris, this is Mix's creation. So Paris, hold on. So when I first got into Sim, I was really into like how you guys are, and I made this guy Paris Polo. I actually played a whole like career with him on NCAA 14 and had a video. It somehow got lost. I submitted it through the RFL page, but the video got lost somehow, man. It was crazy. I had all his stats and everything, man. He won all these awards and stuff. Anyway, he ended up getting drafted to the Celtic Tigers. He was like a backup quarterback to Justin Jones. So this is if you never knew, I made a player before I was like a commissioner, all that stuff, right? But it wasn't like me. It was just like a created guy. So I decided to bring him over here and made him a cornerback here. But I do want to continue his storyline, so he might actually go back to quarterback. Here's a nugget for you. If you go and look at his stats in the on the neon, he has quarterback stats. He's a cornerback, but he has quarterback stats. So you can just go check that out, man. So he might, rise up and join the team, man, and change his career over. So I'm gonna be dealing with that storyline. I should redo his storyline, like a backflash on a new college game. Do a backflash. He went to Troy, if you did not know. So yeah. Okay, so you can see the best DBs here. Oh, this guy Gilchrist, man. This here, in my opinion, no shade to Bentley and Van Dyke, but this guy, Nicholas Gilchrist, is the best DB in the game. And that's my opinion. Sorry. This is how I feel. He's the best DB in the game. If you've been watching this, he's been absolutely crushing it, man. Okay, let's go and look at best kicker here. Anybody? Okay, this guy came and made a player. Jonathan Leaf, and he left. But he's on the list for his UDFA, on the list for best kicker. And there's nobody else here. Don't see Jack David at all yet. And then, okay, so we got that. So let's go look at the NGC now, guys. Offensive Player of the Year. Wow, look at this here. Sorry about that, Leo. Look, I like Van Dyke and Bentley, man. They are absolute fire. But Gilchrist just be all over the ball, man. He's always all over the ball, man. Making tackles and stuff, man. Oh, man. Okay. Big salute to Nakai, man. Big salute to Nakai. I don't know if he's here right now, but hey, Offensive Player of the Year for the NGC. Nice. Beltran, killing it. Devontae Moore, another UDFA. So UDFA. George Kirkpatrick here. Nice. This is UDFA as well. For Montez Tarpon. We kept his name. He's not in the server anymore, but Mark Jones, Kendricks, and Stecker. So you can see these guys here for Offensive Player of the Year for the NGC. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the Defensive Player of the Year. So Chuck Franks, Jeff Perry, Macklin, got Woodley here. We got Dante Peppers, McDougal, Parham, Billy Brewer, Greg Hayes, and we have Norwell here for Defensive Player of the Year in the NGC. If you're new here, the NGC stands for National Gridiron Conference, and the GGC stands for Global Gridiron Conference. So on the NGC, we have all the national teams in the United States, and then on the GGC, these are like teams that are overseas. Okay, let's go and look at the Offensive Rookie of the Year. Devontae Moore for the NGC, man. He's got the Offensive Rookie of the Year holding. Behind him, George Kirkpatrick, Montrezl Tarpon, Stecker, Kendricks, Buck. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Big salute to Buck, man. We get hashtag Buck in the chat if you're still here. We got Maddie Thomas here, man. Nice. Caleb is here. What's going on? You got to get hashtag for all these guys, man. Hashtag MT, hashtag Combs, hashtag Swan, man. So Swan, Combs, Matt Thomas, Buck, Devontae. Montrezl's not here anymore. Not going to put hashtag. Devontae, wow. That's nice, man. Okay, let's look at Defensive Rookie of the Year. Billy Brewer, man, on top of things. Salute to you, Billy. Scroll down here. Bobby is in here for Defensive Rookie of the Year. That's nice, man. We got to get hashtag Bobby, hashtag Billy. Got Ben Golden here. He's been pretty good. And Johnny Greenwood is here as well, man. Big salute to Johnny Greenwood. So hashtag JG. All right, so hashtag JG. Hashtag Bobby. Hashtag Billy. All these guys. Defensive Rookie of the Year candidates, man. Nice. All right, best QB. Page, Webb, Thomas, and Buck here fighting over it. And who's close to him? Chumbawamba, man. So, wow. Matt, congratulations, man. Congratulations to Buck. Chumbawamba, man, in there at 6. Elias Swan here at 7. We got Ken Boston here, Briscoe, and AJ Morrison. I think that I messed up here. Do we have Swan here? Offensive Rookie of the Year. Yeah, Swan. I don't know if I said Swan's name, but he's at Offensive Rookie of the Year as well. Okay, let's go back to running backs now. Mackay. Again, Devontae Moore here. Tarpon. And Moorhead down at the bottom there. Big salute to all these guys here on the best running back. Okay, let's go and look at the best wide receiver. Kendricks, Woodbury. You got Combs. Big salute to Combs again. Combs trying to reel in some awards, man. Cameron Starks, he's an absolute monster. Haven't seen much of Lindsey Mitchell or Von Harrison. Downing, we've seen. Haven't seen much of Curtis, Virgil, or KJ Smith. Well, no, we've seen KJ Smith a little bit, but we'll start to see these teams as the season goes on. Going to start to play more games from the teams that we have not seen, the AI teams. So we'll see those. Let's see. Look at the offensive linemen here. All right, so Desperados, Black Knights, Voyagers, Oilers, Black Knights, Condors, Lumberjacks, Voyagers, Orbits, and Lumberjacks here with top linemen. See Caleb saying, love to see it, man. Love to see it. 85, man, 85. All right, here goes the best defensive line in the NGC is Chuck Franks. Did I already do this already? No, I don't think these are just, okay. So, Chuck Franks here. We got Billy, Woodley, and Macklin are there. We got Hayes, Norwell, Fountain, yep, call his name quite a bit. Kramer, love this guy's name, Akil Kramer, man, love that. Zach Bradford's calling his name a lot. And then Sylvester Moody, man. If you've ever watched Desperados games, you know when Moody's coming, get out the way, man. Sylvester Moody's been absolutely crushing it. Okay, let's go and look at the best linebacker here. So Perry taking it home for the Orbits right now. Dante Peppers, Parham, Goddard, Coates, Horn, Macklin, McNeil, McDougal, and Jefferson. So no UDFAs on the best linebacker. What's going on, guys? The guy's like, make a brother want to cry. Don't cry, man. Don't cry, man. Hey, you're killing it, bro. You should have, honestly, man, you should not be stressed at all, bro. You know, again, I can't tell you what to do, but you know, you have a lot of autonomy in this league. So yeah, bro, forge your pathway in the offseason, man. You know, you want to stay with the team and try it again? Do you want to move on? I mean, you got options, bro. You got options. So I cannot wait to see what you decide to do, man. That's one thing I love about this league is the autonomy I'm trying to give you guys to decide where you want to go and to have fun, man. That's what it's all about. Instead of being locked into a contract. All right, let's go and look at the best DBs here. Daryl Benz is on the list here. Randall, Boone, Johnson, Tyrone Hodge, Gillespie, Harris. KJ White is UDFA. I believe this is I'm trying to remember his name, man. I know him though from the RFL. KJ White is out here. Bellamy and Ezekiel Haskins. The chef. This is Chef's player. If I'm not mistaken. Someone can fact check that for me, but I think this is Chef's player. Okay, let's see. Best kicker here, Roy Parker. So no UDFAs on the kicking list. And we already did this. Yeah, we did this already. Offensive player. Yeah, we did all this. Okay. Okay, man. So we got the annual awards there. That's good. All right, guys. Let's go and look at the quick stats real quick. Let's look at player stats real quick, and we'll just do the top teams. What can we do here? Oh wait, let's just look at the. Is it legacy? No, it's team stats. Okay, look at the team stats, and then I think let's look at the player stats. Yes. Let me just come back out. My bad. Not gonna worry about the team stats right now. Let's look at the player stats. But I want to do this by the whole week. Okay. So we'll just look at the top 10 guys, and we'll do that. Let's see. All right. So I'm just gonna do this real quick. Okay. So I'm gonna just scroll through these. Okay, as fast as I can. And I'll just show you the main stat line. All right, for the skill positions, right? And then we'll just, I'll show you, I'll try to do enough of the skill position stuff. It's important. But then like when we start to get to the other positions that are not really skill positions, we'll just scroll through those. But we'll keep it at the top 10, okay? Let's just look at this real quick because this is important. These are the quarterbacks that are in the lead right now. I'm gonna just scroll. I don't have to do too much talking. Matter of fact, let's highlight the UDFAs. Nino, Jethro, Swan, King, Richardson, Law, Chumbawamba, Smith, Moon, Thomas, Buck, Montanez, Malachi, all right, so those are the top QBs with the most passing yards. Okay, and we can just look at the top touchdowns real quick. Top touchdowns, 28 total. Roosevelt. You can see here who has the least. This guy has done. But there we are. Those are the touchdowns. We can just look at the UDFAs. Swan, Jethro 21, Tumble with 20, Theo with 20, Thomas with 19, Richardson with 19, 18, Buck with 17, King with 16, Montez with 15, Law with 15, Smith with 14, Nino with 11, Malachi with 9. And I think that's everybody. Okay, who threw the most INTs out of the UDFAs? Fontanez taking home the most INTs here, man. You see Swan with 5, so everybody else below that. Okay, let's go ahead and let's look at most sacks. Look at most sacks. Who's been sacked the most? So Matt Thomas has been sacked the least. So has Richardson, and so has Buck. Wow, that's dope. Nino only 11 times. Sean only 11 times. Jethro only 11 times. Nice. Swan only 11 times. That's pretty good. Law only 11 times. Moon. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the games played. Tripping. I gotta start slowing down. Hold on. So sacks. Who's been sacked the most? Matt Thomas been sacked the most. 59 times. 59 Tom Sack. Richardson 54. Buck 47. Nino 37. Smith, this is a whole different story now, guys. 37, 36. That's funny, man. Martial Law 29. Leo 27. Chumba 27. Fontanez 26. King 21. Malachi 9. Nice. Okay. Let's go and look at rushing now. Okay, rushing. Let's go look at rushing. Okay, so yards. Who has the most? So we got Beltran, Hawkins. So Davenport, 1,227. He's our UDFA with the most. Right behind him, G2CAST, 1,159. Devin Moore, 1,153. King, you see the numbers on him. And let's just do this. So 14 touchdowns, 1,200 yards for Nakai Davenport. Close to 1,200 yards, 10 touchdowns for G2CAST. See the numbers on Devontae Moore. He's got 10 touchdowns on 1,153. Dylan King, 5 touchdowns on 1,000, or just over 1,000. Slobodan Vukovic here, over 1,000-yard back. He's got 6 touchdowns. I'm just looking at the UDFAs right now. Miko Brewer, 959, 7 touchdowns. And at some point, we'll taper this off here as it starts to go below. JC, 908, 9 touchdowns. Lamar Sims, 10 touchdowns, 847. And then Buck, is Buck our first quarterback in there? 573 and 4 touchdowns. Matt Thomas, 496 and 3 touchdowns. Jethro, 463 and 7 touchdowns. See here. Tyreek Bryant there. Okay, we're going to peel this off there, guys. Let's just look real quick at the top guys with touchdowns. On the Kai with 14. Maj with 10. Kai with 10. Monte with 10. Okay, let's look at broken tackles real quick. Who's breaking the tackles? Hawkins, Slobodan, Miko, Stecker. All these guys killing it there. Who has the most fumbles? Who's the fumble king here? Matt Thomas with 11. Fontanez with 7. Jethro with 7. Buck with 7. Just throw real quick. Nino with 5. Okay. All right, let's look at receiving here. 77 for Mike Hendricks, and right behind him, Tyrone Harvey here. 10 touchdowns for Hendricks, 10 touchdowns for Harvey, 7 catches. Wow. Greg Adams here with 70. He's got 3 touchdowns. Oakley, big salute to Oakley, man. 68 receptions here, 6 touchdowns for him. Rohan Boxing, 66 receptions, 3 touchdowns. See numbers going on here. Not going to really call these guys. Darius Hodge here, you see 55 and 6 touchdowns. There are a lot of UDFAs on passing, but they're not active, so there's no need for me to highlight them. They haven't been here since like week 2. Foley Jack, 54 and 4 touchdowns. Devin Taylor, 53 receptions and 3 touchdowns. Caleb with 52 receptions and 9 touchdowns. Jamal Ballard, always at every game, man. 52 receptions and 4 touchdowns for him. This guy Nick Cohen be killing, man, too. All right. So does Colin Weaver. Let's see, anybody else? Love what Reggie Huff's been doing. Tim Leonard, 47 and 6 touchdowns. Eric Hawkins, 46 receptions, guys, and a touchdown. Nico Brewer, 45 and 1. Kai Cash with 44. JJ Rayshell, 43 receptions and 4 touchdowns, man. UDFA coming in there nicely, man. Let's see. Anybody else here? I'm not sure there's any more big-time receivers. Okay, there's DeAnthony Carter Park with 37 and 2. He's got I mean, that's a pretty good number considering that they have a lot of targets for Matt Thomas, man. See, JC's up there with 35 here. There's Hakeem with 32 and 2 touchdowns. Ryan Moore with 30 and 4 touchdowns. Tim Anders with 28 and 1 touchdown. There's Devontae with 28 and 1 touchdown. Kai with 27. Let's go a little bit more. There's Slobodan with 21. We'll stop at Slobodan, okay? So that shows you the receiving receivers there, okay? Let's go and look at blocking real quick. Who has the most pancakes? Oh, they don't show you that. Who's got the most sacks? Looks like Randy Porter for the Blues. Who's giving up no sacks? So there's a lot of these guys here. That's irrelevant. Let's just go for it. Okay, so defense. Let's look at the solo tackles. Okay, so solo tackles here, being led by Antlers Matt Holiday. Let's see who is the first user. Is Wyatt Gray? No, Wyatt Gray's not. Let's see. Who was the first user to lead the way? Is this a creative player? I don't think so. Let's see. Who was the first defensive player? So it's Robert Harper with 45. Scroll down a little bit more and see who else is here. Yusuf Cirillis, this is UDFA, 41. There's Polo. Carlos Poppy with 39. Not a lot of UDFAs on defense. Let's see. Getting kind of meager here. Did I just pass it right now? KJ Wyatt there. Poindexter at 34. Okay, there's Ty Greenlaw or Tay Greenlaw at 31. There's Palomalo at 31. Gilchrist there. Johnny Greenwood at 31. Haven't seen him. He's at 29. There's Shugoki at 25. Okay, I want to stop at Shugoki. Let's go a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Oh, here's Julius at 24. Okay. These are solos, but they're probably going to be way more tackles all together. Yeah, so Tavon Ruckerman, 132. Let's just do the top guys we have. Williams a beast. Yusuf has 105, man. Wow. A lot of tackles here. 99 club. Let's go to 90 or more, man. Let's see. See all the guys here. Christian Mack has got 90. Nice. Okay. This just shows you how that's going there. TFLs. Who has the most TFLs? 22 from Chuck Franks. Julius has 17. It's nice. Anybody else? Bobby has 12. Yusuf has 11. Poindexter has 10. Okay. All right, let's look at sacks real quick. Sacks. All right. Let's see. Julius has 6.5. Nice. Anybody else? Johnny Greenwood has 4.5. Bobby Carter has 3.5 shots. And Polo has 3. Yusuf 2.5. Tied with 2.5. Okay. All right, let's look at INTs. These have been hard to come by. So Daryl Benz leads the league with 4 INTs, and we'll just scroll down and see how many guys have actually. So yeah. AJ has 2. Yeah, INTs have been very. I mean, it seems like there have been a lot, but it really has not been. Very difficult to get INTs. I actually, I was thinking about turning that slider up, but I decided not to because I don't want to, touch the sliders and everything because I feel like they do affect other things. So I left it as is. But maybe for after the season, I might turn INTs up a bit. I would like to see more pounces on them, but it's exciting when we do get them though. But in return though, we've had kick returns, right? So that's kind of cool to see. All right, let's look at I'm not gonna look at reflections and stuff. You guys can do that on Leon. Let's see. Kicking, don't have to look at that. Punting. Let's just find David real quick. Where's David? What has David done? No, he's a punter, right? I think sometimes he lines up as kicker though. It's kind of weird. Okay, so Jack David has 47 punts. He was excited about his punts, man. All right. Have there been any blocks yet? No, there's been 1 block all season long. Charles Saxton. Okay, let's go look at return. Okay, let's get kick returns real quick. How many kick returns have there been? Touchdowns. Okay, we had 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 kick returns, guys. Wow. What's the long? 102, Miguel Medrano. I remember that one. 102, 101, 101, 101, 100. Amazing, man. That's amazing. Let's look at any punt returns. Let's see. Touchdowns. We've got 2 punt returns. Shaquem Strong and Kevin Foote. Nice. Okay. All right. So we've got those. We did passing already and rushing and everything. Let me go see. Let's look at anything else we can look at. We already did those. I can just show you real quick team stats real quick. Just look at let's just look at team stats total. The total yards gained here. So the Dragons have the most yards gained. We'll just scroll down real quick. And we'll look at first down, the most efficient first down. For the Redwoods with the least yards here, let's look at first downs real quick. Who's the most efficient team? First downs, the Mounties, obviously. Let's go and look at the defense in just a moment while we look who has at least first downs. Redwoods. All these are the bottom teams. Okay, look at the defense real quick. All right, total yards allowed. Who's giving up the most yards? Wow. So Dragons have the most yards, but also giving up the most yards here. So they got to figure that out. High-powered offense, but defense giving up a lot. Okay. Least Armadillos have the least amount of yards allowed. Followed by the Riverhogs. Orbits, we're at 5 and 6, trying to get that together. Redwoods, Mounties, Black Knights. It's interesting, right? Because the Mounties and Black Knights are at the top of the league, but teams toward the bottom of the league have fewest total yards allowed. Interesting. So that just tells me that these teams need to wake up. If they can wake up, might be a problem. So Black Knights there. Going from worst from best to worst. Let's look at all right, who gives up the most passing yards? Bison's giving up the most passing yards, followed by the Dragons. Caps, Bulls, Pioneers, Eagles, Huskies, Thunderbirds. Those are the top teams that are easiest to pass on. And then the most difficult team to pass on: Orbits, Riverhawks, Armadillos, Steamers, Redwoods, Oaks, Condors, and Lumberjacks. Okay, well, who's easy to run against? The Wizards, Inner Dragons, Antlers, Dreadnoughts, Oilers, Bisons, Steamers, Monarchs. Easiest teams to run on. Most difficult teams to run on: Black Knights, Mounties, Desperados, Thunderbirds, Armadillos, Nighthawks, Bulls, and Cats. Okay, who's getting the most points here? Dragons, Sentinels, Tigers, Snowhawks, Antlers, Blues, Wizards, and Bisons. And then who has Mounties, fewest? 104, Riverhawks, Nighthawks, Redwoods, Voyagers, Armadillos, Desperados, and the Orbits. Okay, who's been sacked the most? Who has the most sacks? Steamers with 49. Snowhawks, Orbits, Blues, Black Knights, Elks, Bulls, Aviators. Most sacks. Who has the fewest? Thunderbirds have not gotten to the ball. Tigers, Redwoods, Wizards, Dragons, Sentinels, Voyagers, and okay, who has the most fumble recoveries? Nighthawks, Voyagers, Black Knights, Shamrocks, Elks, Bulls, Bisons, and Lumberjacks. And then the fewest, wow, only one fumble recovery for the Blues. Dreadnoughts, Desperados, Antlers, Oilers, Thunderbirds, Tigers, and Wizards. INTs, let's look at it by team. 10 INTs for the Nighthawks, followed by the Monarchs with 9, Lumberjacks 7, Steamers with 7, Condors with 7, Voyagers and Antlers with 6, and then the Shamrocks with 5. Who has no INTs? Snowhawks, no INTs. 1 for the Bisons, 1 for the Huskies, 2 for the Black Knights, 2 for the Elks, Golden Eagles 2, Redwoods 2. Let's see the list. Okay. All right, let's see what else we have. We can just look at conversions real quick. So let's just look at third down conversion. Who's the best team on third down? Pioneers. Best team. Wait, yeah. Best team. 92 conversions on third down. Mounties with 82. See Antlers, Caps, Riverhawks, Steamers. Who is the worst team on third down? Tigers. Makes sense. Sentinels. Makes sense. Elks. Wizards. A lot of 3 and outs for the Dragons as well. Huskies, Orbits, and Golden Eagles. Okay, let's go and look at red zone. Red zone. Who has the most red zone touchdowns? Attempts and touchdowns. Okay. So the Mounties with 33 offensive touchdowns. Aviators 32. Armadillos 30. Voyagers 30. We'll show all these stats here. Bulls 29. Knights 28. Steamers, Huskies, Shamrocks 27. Desperados 26. Pioneers and Caps 25. Blues 24. Oilers and Golden Eagles 24. Riverhawks, Dreadnoughts, Orbits all 23. Nighthawks 22. Tigers 22. Lumberjacks and Dragons 22. Bisons 21. Antlers 20. Thunderbirds 20. Monarchs 20. 19 for the Snowhawks, Wizards, and Elks. And then you have 18 from the Condors and Sentinels, and the Redwoods with 7 touchdowns. Okay. What about defensive touchdowns allowed? Who's giving the most? So the Antlers the most. Tigers, Sentinels, Wizards, Oilers, Snowhawks, Pioneers, Dragons. Most touchdowns allowed. Fewest touchdowns allowed, the Mounties. Only 14 touchdowns allowed this season. Impressive. Riverhawks 16. Black Knights 19. Nighthawks 19. Orbits 19. Armadillos 21. Voyagers 21. Condors 21. See the rest here. Nice. This is going from best to worst. Okay, who's the most undisciplined team here? The Antlers are the most undisciplined team. Redwoods, Dreadnoughts, Caps, Armadillos, Lumberjacks, Bulls, and Voyagers. Okay, and who is the least? Mounties, well-disciplined. Elks, for some reason, are well-disciplined. Despite all the losses, they're disciplined in their losses. Oilers, Black Knights, Thunderbirds, Dragons, Bisons, and the Riverhawks. Okay, turnover. Who's the turnover city? Turnover city, let's see. Giveaways. Redwoods, Golden Eagles, Snowhawks, Antlers, Tigers, Bisons, Riverhawks, Sentinels. And then the fewest giveaways, the Oilers, Nighthawks, Bulls, Mounties, Pioneers, Shamrocks, Aviators, and Knights. All at the bottom list as far as giveaways. And then this is just turnovers by interceptions. For Golden Eagles, yeah. And the Mounties. Z0. No INTs for turnovers. Nice. Oilers, Pioneers, Dragons, Oaks. Scroll. See how this is going here. All right, guys. Let's see what else we have. All right, so we did all this already. Okay, sweet, man. Let's see. Anything else I need to look at? Let me see. Let's look at that. Fine here. Okay, let's look at the schedule real quick, and then we'll go ahead and tap out, man. It's already 9:30. If you have any questions, you can hit me up in the chat right now. Let me know. Let me go and look at the league schedule. We can see what is going on this week here. Matter of fact, I'm going to the old view. So we have the Desperados and the Orbits going down. We got the Pioneers, the Dreadnoughts going down. Nighthawks and Bulls going down. Shamrocks and Bisons going down. Blues and Oilers going down. Caps and Black Knights going down. Wizards and Tigers going down. Voyagers and Dragons going down. Armadillos and Elks going down. Golden Eagles and Huskies going down. Riverhawks and Redwoods. Lumberjacks and Condors. This is a light week. Sentinels and Thunderbirds and Aviators Mountains. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we got 14 games, okay? All right, so that's going to be that. I will have the official graphic schedule out for you guys tomorrow. Yeah, probably tomorrow, okay? So be on the lookout for that. And I think that is pretty much everything that I need to look at for you guys this evening, man. Yeah. So let me come back real quick. Yo. All right, let's see. Got Leo here. Mitch is here. Fontanez. Jethro. David. Caleb. Coco Punch is here. Big salute to all you guys here. You guys came through tonight in the chat. If Devin can give me a list of all the guys that commented in the chat tonight, I will hand out, let's do 500 G-bars, man. So, Devin, in your spare time, you can collect all these names and DM me. I will give 500 G-bars for guys talking in the chat tonight. Appreciate you guys for coming through, man. We're going to go ahead and get out of here, man. This has been the Wonder Years episode 9. As always, chill. I wish I could do more of the graphical work for you guys, man, but I just don't have the time right now. I gotta actually, hopefully this summer, I'm gonna make templates and everything. I'm gonna spend a lot of my time just making templates so I can do this drag and drop stuff. So obviously, I just dived into this, but I will start having more of the graphic stuff with stats and everything and stuff like that, instead of just going into the foul and showing you the foul. So yeah, man, we'll get there. We gotta just take our time, build up to that, but we will get there, man. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the stats and everything, and I'm gonna go ahead and log out of here, man. I appreciate you guys for coming through. Have a very good evening. We'll be back tomorrow night, man. We'll be live with the game. I'm not sure what it's gonna be, but I'll figure all that out, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Big salute to all you guys. If you have not hit the like button, support the channel, and I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Have a good evening.
Are you looking for high-quality simulation football action? Then look no further than the greatest gridiron. Our league consists of 32 relocated franchises from around the world. We are the World Games of Simulation Football, where teams from all over the globe will compete on the greatest of gridirons. Hone your skills as a player or a member of a franchise coaching staff. Compete yearly for our illustrious Global Bowl, awards, accolades, and bragging rights as you climb the ladder of success and greatness. Are you a pro or just an average Joe? The Greatest Gridiron is looking for dedicated and passionate people to help build a league that emphasizes on trust, loyalty, and respect. Look at you. What makes you so great? This is the Greatest Gridiron, where you can't stop greatness. Take flight. Take flight.